3 months ago today, Houthi fighters from Yemen hijacked the Galaxy Leader, a cargo ship in the Red Sea. Around 30 similar Houthi attacks have followed, wreaking havoc in the shipping industry and disrupting supply chains for companies around the world.
The demand for trying to get things out of India has increased by about 80% via sea freight, so the costs are astronomical.
There's no sign that the Houthi attacks are about to stop, and shipping companies and their customers are starting to reevaluate the situation and adjust their timelines. And this isn't limited to Europe and the Middle East.
My name is Smruti Sriram, and I'm the Chief Executive of Supreme Creations and Bags of Ethics. We are the world's largest ethical manufacturer of reusable bags and packaging within the fashion, lifestyle, and beauty industry.
Smruti's company makes its bags in India. It has 60,000 customers worldwide, including big names in the fashion and clothing industry.
So we have a factory in Pondicherry, which is in South India, and our nearest port is Chennai. And that is one of the global hubs of sea shipments and air shipments. And about 90% of our sea shipments that have been leaving Chennai in the past 3 months have been affected by the Red Sea attacks.
And has that impact been specifically on exports to Europe, or has it been broader than that because you also export to Australasia, to Asia, to Africa?
The majority of exports have been affected, but globally there is a complete knock-on effect with the Red Sea crisis because operations and logistics are incredibly complex. You'll have sea shipping liners, the likes of Maersk and Evergreen, who would have liners going from point A to point B to point C, and if they are stuck anywhere in that chain, they don't get the staff or the personnel or the containers available for their next onward journeys.
So that's exporting from India, but if I understand correctly, you're also trying to import some machinery into India at the moment, and that's been difficult.
A lot of excellent technology and heavy machinery is actually produced in Germany for our business, and we have been waiting about 4 or 5 weeks to import in some high-level machinery that can work with some of our more refined and luxury goods, and that has been delayed because of the Red Sea crisis.
And what has all this meant for costs for your company?
We've had to swallow costs, so air freight rates have jumped to about 150% of what they used to be. The demand for trying to get things out of India has increased by about 80% via sea freight. So the costs are astronomical. We've tried not to have any distress or cost impact to any of our customers. But if this does take longer to resolve, then there may be a consideration that we have to pass on costs to our business clients.
Which means that companies like Supreme Creations with its factory in southern India will have to remain nimble.
We would hope that this gets resolved quickly, but we will make contingency plans and have been making contingency plans. We have to be agile. We have to always change to requirements. We are having to shift some of our stock from sea containers, reverse it and get it back into airport space and securing cargo space on airlines.
Cargo space on airlines, costly and bad for the environment. Smruti Sriram says that even before the current situation in the Red Sea, her company was trying to persuade customers to plan ahead as far as possible, so that orders could be sent to them by land and sea rather than by air.
We have actively tried to work with our clients to forward plan and work collaboratively with us on moving items onto sea shipment rather than air freighting. It's terrible for the planet, and we would love to send more by sea shipment, but sadly a lot of customers do things at the last minute and we have to send it via air freight.